Hi everyone, so this is a reading from chapter 20 today called Change, and it's from my book Pieces, 52 short stories about being human. And as always, I'll read a little part, a little paragraph, and then we'll have a chat about it. Alright, here we go. Things only appear stuck for a while because we insist on holding them in place. Once we let go, they swiftly moved on, followed by something new. Change is inevitable. Only humans try to change that. Many people are afraid of change. Our natural inclination to expect the worst, from the viewpoint of evolution, it makes complete sense, makes sure of that. Over the millennia, we have, on a whole, amassed more awareness on behalf of humanity, and this awareness is growing exponentially. Meaning we can be aware of how certain traits that had helped us to survive thus far might be now limiting us, preventing a fuller and easier experience of life. So this chapter, obviously, it's about change, and really it's quite simple. What I've observed in life amongst my friends and people that I know, that people are just really scared of change. They rather stay in jobs they don't enjoy anymore, in relationships that are damaging, not letting go of stuff they accumulated, not moving out of place that don't bring them joy anymore. Things like this, or even country, because they're afraid of change. And yes, from one point of view, it's natural, because, change means something unknown might happen. If it's not what it's now, then we don't know what's gonna be instead of it, and that can be scary. However, when you understand that change will happen anyway, whether you like it or not, you might as well spend your life looking forward to it instead of fighting it, because we can for a while kind of hold on to stuff and to avoid change to a certain point, or certain areas of our life, but you never know what's around the corner. You never know what's gonna happen. So instead of fighting against the stream, why don't just float with it? Why don't just go with the flow and see what happens, and just enjoy whatever's coming your way. And it doesn't mean that you completely give up and throw away the oars and don't do anything and just wait for stuff to arrive to you. That's not completely how it works. You can still help a little bit, have some direction, but perhaps be excited about stuff that happens, out of the blues, things you didn't expect, or invite change in as opposed to being terrified of it. Being a little nervous, that's okay. Slight anxieties, other side of the coin of where excitement is, that's normal. But when people are so petrified that they actually are unable to make steps towards better, easier life, then that's limiting. If you stay in the same job all your career because you were afraid to try something new, even if you really wanted it, then that's limiting. If you stay in a relationship that's really actually not only not benefiting you anymore, but it's damaging to you, because you're afraid of the alternative, which is unknown, then you might be losing out on an amazing relationship you could have with someone who fits you better. You're damaging your mental health and your well-being just because you're afraid of what it might be like either to be alone or to be with someone else, or what would happen if you quite often breaking up means leaving home, or changing circle of friends and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it can be overwhelming, but if you break it down to little chunks, it's possible. And I'm one of those freaks of nature who actually kind of likes change and becomes restless when there is not enough of it. I almost seek it. Perhaps I even take it to another extreme when I change things way too easily. Perhaps I should be a little bit more, take a little bit more to think before I jump. But it made lots of things in my life easier and exciting. In fact, my life has been, it hasn't been easy, actually. That's probably not the right word when I said it should be easier. My life hasn't been easier. It has been pretty challenging in many ways, but it's been really exciting. It's been an adventure. And whenever I look back, even those difficult parts been actually kind of amazing, and have brought stuff to my life that I'd never expect and never planned for. There were lots of stuff in my life that I've done that I would never even thought of doing until I was in the moment when I had to make the decision, and I just did. Just like this, change was made. Jobs I never dreamt of doing, or dreamt but didn't imagine I could. Like, when I was working with horses, that just happened. It was literally a decision made like this. When I joined the police, this decision made like this. When I left the police and became a massage therapist, decision made like this. Just did it. Just quit and left and started completely something new. And again, it's not necessarily good idea just to jump without any preparation, especially if you have family, but it's also not such a great idea to just get stuck somewhere where you just really stagnate and not developing and not growing and not enjoying it. Because then you're not living. Living is about excitement, about adventure, about feeling that aliveness in your blood. And if everything is orderly and going the predicted way, and you're just doing what you expect it to do, or what you expect yourself to do, you're not really living. You're just going through life bit by bit, but you're missing out on aliveness. And I don't know, maybe that's right for you and it's great. It definitely wouldn't be right for me. I need to feel alive in life, and if you're like me, if you need to feel alive but you are still a bit scared of making changes, then perhaps speak to someone. Maybe not necessarily therapy, but coaching can be really good in helping you making some bigger steps and finding ways of how to prepare for the jump. Happy to help, by the way. Been there, done that many times, so there's definitely something I can help with. But perhaps just read the chapter and see if it speaks to you and if it helps you to make some positive changes in your life, and help you to be just a little less afraid of it, because it's really fun when you learn to just go with it. Alright, take care until the next chapter.